Welcome to the Fuakata podcast, talking about life, art, and invulnerability, from comics to politics to philosophy. Just because a guy makes comics doesn't mean he can't kick some ass. Nothing is off limits. Here is your host, Juan Navarro.
The sun has returned to El Paso, and I am a fucking baked little guy. Holy shit, it is hot out there. Let me tell you, I know heat, and there's different types. And, you know, Miami, it's always that hot, humid fucking shit, and I'm kind of used to it. This is the dry sun. As long as you're in the shade, you're fine. As soon as you step out of there, though, you start fucking baking. It's like a microwave. It's super fucking harsh. You can't just take it and just be like, oh, I can move on. No, this is too much. Trying to put my circuits together after all that. My wife's building a fence wall thing, and I had to pound some rebar into the floor. Yeah, pound that rebar. I know what you're talking about. No, really, I was literally hitting rebar with a hammer into the freaking dirt. One theme I think got me this week is I had a student that the argument was about going to a party with another student. And I do not try to insert myself into people's different stuff. A lot of times, especially with students and stuff like that, I try to keep myself out of it because there's a lot of danger with interjecting or having an opinion or anything like that. You don't know what they know, what they can take, and what they can do. But one of the biggest things I saw is, I had a drama class, and it was really cool setup, and it had like couches in the room, and it was really nice. It was like a fine arts building of the school, and it was really nice. And it was a really cool setup. And, I had one class that had just like 4 kids, and another class that had like 6. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But one class had like 18 kids. So I was like, oh, wow, this is going to be a big class. Well, I mean, it was a Friday, and half of them didn't show up and everything else. But I had the other kind of like, man, hopefully I can control them and everything will be fine. What a fucking sack of boring-ass kids. Boring as shit these kids were. They just sat there, and they like didn't have an assignment for them or anything like that. So, do schoolwork for another class or something while you're here and this and that. And they whipped out their phones, and they were just quietly sitting there, and 2 of them were just looking out in the space, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I just wondered why. And then one conversation came up was this little thing with this kid, and he was bothering the other kid. He goes, how did you talk to her? He asked. And he goes, what do you mean? Yeah, like, what did you say? I was like, dude, I just talked. No, but what did you, say to her? It's like, no, I just asked her about her and this and that. And I was just like, this kid couldn't wrap his head around the idea, right? That you just go up to somebody and talk to them. And a lot of that, I feel, is the self-esteem factor and the confidence factor that people have. And a lot of these kids today have none of that. They have such little self-worth that it's really strange. It's even like bars on that limit of it's unreal. And I'm not saying I was some massive self-confident fucking go-to guy, but I was a bit of a fucking prick. I when I was a kid, I think I had to have my ears pulled more than anything. A lot of times I had to have somebody come in and be like, yeah, Juan, you can't do that. You have to chill, or you have to take it back a bit, or you have to do, you know what I'm saying? I had to have somebody reel me in more than, have to push me. And I understand, too, there's fears and this and that and everything else, but they're afraid of everything. And the biggest thing is they're afraid of being seen. They're afraid that somebody might see them. And that's where everything will be problematic, because then they're exposed. And I don't know to what degree stuff has to happen. I just find it stupid and paralyzing. Because if there is one thing I tell all of these kids, it's dude, take chances. Have fun and take chances. I'm more regretful the times I say no than I say yes. I think take a chance, let it blow up in your face. In a year, it's like whatever. In 2 years, it's laughable. In 5 years, you really laugh about it. And in 10 years, you forget. And you need some trauma, you know. You have to have a couple of traumatic things happen to you so you can get along and go farther and further. But they're just so adverse to it. They're just so scared. And it's so bad. And then this translates into adults. Like, there's adults I know that will be like, I can't do that. That's not me. That's not what I do. That's not what I get. And I'm like, whoa, who fucking told you? Like, did somebody actually tell you you can't do that? And it's not like that at all. And I'm just saying, be brave, because later on, it's better to have done the wrong thing than no thing. Or nothing. No thing, nothing. I think that's the biggest thing. I know that's Bushido, I think, says that. It's better to do the wrong thing than nothing. And that's what a lot of these kids don't understand, man. They don't understand, like, you know, the one commodity you don't get back is time. And I think for myself, a lot of times I can sit back and, you know, I've already got the old man thing going. I can, like, look out into space and, like, remember times I had, and I start laughing to myself because I had crazy times. Or I look back and I'm like, Gonya, I did that? Fuck, I was a crazy fucking bastard. Those things are worth all the gold, man. The memories. Because if there's one thing that you could possibly take with you into the afterlife, is the memories. And to go and sit there and, like, limit yourself and be like, and I don't know, and it's hard. We have a lot of preconceptions. A lot of times it's, when you're young, it's your inexperience. When you're older, it's your experience. And sometimes when you get older, you already have, like, man, if I go, they're going to be there, and somebody's going to say this, and then this and that. And you've already, like, within a minute of thinking, you talked yourself out of something. You know, like, you already thought your way out of doing something because you already predicted everything is going to go wrong. And I think that's, like, the biggest fucking problem I see out there. I think it's like, dude, are you fucking, like, what does that do for you? Sure, there's, like, measured risk. Obviously, if it's a fucking basket full of vipers, don't stick your hand in there, you know? Or, like, I'm not saying jump out of a plane without a parachute. But talking to somebody is the most upsetting thing. And it's because we're so cerebral and stupid about it. And then when you see the real confident people, they're idiots. Have you noticed that? It's like sometimes the most confident people are the morons. So can you be intelligent and confident? I don't know. It's a hard motherfucking guess. But I will tell you this. Go fuck up. Go fuck up. Just a little bit. It's okay. Nothing's bad's gonna happen. Unless you die, which is the only thing I can imagine. Or maybe get maimed. Yeah, then go fuck up. You know? So this week I got a couple of things I'm going to be working on. I'm trying to finish up Fugly. I really want to have 52 episodes done before I actually publish it. For some reason, it's just like a mental thing. I know I can put the first episode up and then put the rest of it on and blah, 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 blah. But I want, like, it's like the principle of the matter. Like, 52 episodes, it starts, I have 52 weeks done, it's ready to go, you know? The other thing is, do I put the episodes to premiere on a Monday or a Wednesday? And I'm thinking of doing it Monday, because Monday is a good day to always premiere something. And I know I'm going to be reposting soon Zombie Years on Substack too. I'm just cleaning it up right now. I'm trying to see about reformatting the first 5 issues. I'm working on that. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the next steps with all of that. So hopefully be getting that done soon. And other than that, I got a couple other things going up. I'm working on another short story. Trying to, like, this one is a bitch to get working. I don't know. I think it's one of those I might abandon and start another one. I have a bunch ready to go, but I just, like, ideas that I want to do for Esidarius, and Dragon Breath, but I just wanted to make sure about the other ones. I'll see what happens. Either way, lots to do this week. And, and I got work to do. I got classes. I'm getting my master's right now. This has been a bit, I know, biting off more than I'm going to chew. But again, taking a risk. It's better to say yes and regret it than say no and have nothing to regret. Does that sound smart? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Either way, guys, hit the week hard, hit it good, be confident, be powerful, be you yourself, and most of all, be good.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode and want more inspiration, insights, and updates, head over to fuakata.com. It's your one-stop hub for my art, comics, and everything creative. Let's keep building those big dreams, one small step at a time. You can also support the podcast on Patreon and/or Substack. See you there.